Welcome to the Great People Podcast, Episode 1, Season 2.
Not everything is black or white. This is why we choose to challenge facts and opinions by going straight to the middle. This is the Great People Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Great People Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 1.
Yeah.
Can you guys believe it? Season 2?
I can believe it. We've been working hard on this.
And by the way, did you like our little new intro song?
It's nice.
Shout out to Cabrera HD.
On the mic. Anyways, yeah, we're back for another episode of the Great People Podcast. For this episode, we're going to talk about women with hair.
Especially on women.
And
yes.
We're going to pretty much touch upon society and what that correlates with women with body hair.
Yeah. So on today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the background, how it came about, the expectations in society, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We're talking about?
Yo, and then just real quick, we actually picked the winner of our giveaway, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, we're going to give it out, so be there.
Yeah.
$100.
Great People giveaway, making it happen.
You might have to spend it all at one place, though. Just saying.
It is one place that they get to pick. So, anyways, so let's get into it. So, what about body hair?
Wait. Let's start off because being that I'm the only female here and, two guys next to me. What do you think what do you think about women with body hair? Whether it be, they let their armpit hair grow out, pubic hair is, bushy.
It's a big fat no
hair.
from me.
Really?
It's a big, You act surprised. Yes. No hair.
I don't mind savoring the taste. So I'm
savoring the taste.
It just depends where it's growing.
Are you tasting armpits, Sean?
Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised with Sean's.
Hey, come on now. No. As far as I guess when we talk about hair on the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about armpit, legs, arms, chest,
the
and back.
JJ.
If it's on the pussy, then cool, whatever. Like, yo, you can have an afro. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll pick through it.
That's so interesting though, because both of you are the complete opposite.
Yeah, for me it has to be hairless everywhere.
Like baby's ass all over the body.
Exactly. Maybe I know this is like that time where it's like they're starting to like poke out. Like I'll deal with that.
Oh, you'll deal with that.
Goddamn pokey pond.
No, I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about when they're starting to grow. But like I can't do the whole like combing through shit to work with it.
But why do you think that is? Let's now get into the whole aspect as far as like society, because I'm sure from the moment that you enter this earth and you have recollection, you've probably been taught that women should be hairless. Is that correct?
Before that, and we'll talk about the society and the impact that has had on it, but to kind of give a little bit of the history, because a lot of people don't know this, and we were reading about it. Reina was telling me about it, but kind of how it all came about, right? Back in the Renaissance era, right? Like
before that.
Before that,
yeah, those are on the Egyptian time.
Well, honestly, I have it right here on my phone, where 30,000 BC, like people were removing their body hair with sharp shells and sharp teeth.
Oh no, I know that because people
damn.
used to shave, but I'm talking about like the women aspect of it. I think it was the Renaissance era where they started drawing women with no hair as a sign of like art and what it's supposed to be like, and then high class women started.
I'm assuming the hieroglyphics couldn't put hair on women then. Because when they had the woman walking around, they only had hair on their face.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying like I was reading somewhere around the Renaissance era was where women were being depicted without like pubic hair, without hair, and it was a sign of class around that time. So then you have
still is.
Yeah, no, but you have like the upper class, right? The rich people, rich women being all shaven, and I imagine around that time maybe it wasn't accessible for the poor women to get razors and do it themselves. So I think it's one of those things that started like that, where people will look up to like, man, like look at her, she's. Like that's the image, kind of like Hollywood does now, where people, look at her so skinny.
It it went back and forth, to be honest, because after that, if you, I think it was like 1972. Hold up, let me find it right here. Yeah, 1972. It was more of a badge for feminism. So
they started
the hippie movement.
Don't tell me what to do. I can do with my body what I want.
So I feel like it always has gone back and forth, and now I feel like it's making a turn back to where people are more comfortable with growing out their body hair, but.
And to kind of go back to like the image, and I don't know, maybe maybe this is just me, and we're gonna get into why personally I prefer no hair and all that. But I think you've seen it in like what we look up to, right? You don't see all these big Hollywood actresses all like hairy and like in their movies and their bikinis and all hairy. Like
there's actually a few.
There may be a few, but you don't see it. It's not the norm. You see these girls with bikini waxes. This is what you see, really. So, and this is kind of funny to me, but I was like thinking about it. Even in like the porn industry, if you think about like porn when I was growing up, like even like the 80s, 90s, right? It was like
you grew up watching porn in the 80s and 90s.
No, I mean,
Randy born in 1990.
I did not know DR had this kind of technology before you were born.
But talking about, okay, so to go back, because you guys always got to clown it, but now I'm going to give you my little sad story. Growing up, I had access. Previous life. Growing up, I had access to VHS from the 80s because that's all I could get my hands on. Oh, okay. So yes, there was videos like the.
I was in the same boat. I
know what I'm saying. So you see, like you saw a lot more hair. Now you fast forward 2000, 2010s, and really like most porns or whatever is like.
Yeah.
Hairless everywhere.
Well, really, you get to pick what you want to watch.
No, that's what I pick.
It depends on the category. So that's probably why you see that. I guess that's
why. I go to my favorites.
Shavebitchesporn.com.
No, but anyways, but I think it's that the expectation of like what's the I gotta shoot for that, right? I gotta shoot to look like this, and I think it's mainly hairless. Now for me, I think it's a thing of like, I don't know, I don't want to say hygiene because it doesn't make you dirty, but for me, I try to stay like, you know, I shave my armpits and I try to stay hairless just because I think it's I don't know,
a cleaner look.
Exactly. Or
not those legs though.
Well, no, legs is different, but you know, I'm talking about like, let's say that I'm sweating all day, right, or whatever, right? Like, I feel like if you have all this hair, that just makes it worse. Like,
so you think, okay, so what is like the borderline? Like, do you feel like a woman that's hairless all around is sexier than a woman with some hair?
I don't think.
Do you think a woman with hair is disgusting? Like,
no. I don't think it's sexier. I think they could both be sexy in their own way. But just for me, like if you're my girl, let's say, right?
We're not you have a girl right next to you.
I know, no, but I'm saying like.
I've tried to grow out my leg hair, but he won't let me.
And the girls that I've had, I guess you could say.
I agree with him.
No, I just like I don't want to see like I don't want to go to your house and we're gonna cuddle up and you like, oh hey babe, pass me that can over there and you like
armpit hair longer than yours.
I'm not with it.
But that's not what everybody does. Like just because you grow out your hair doesn't mean you're gonna have it like 5 feet long. No, like it's.
Here's what I'm saying though, like. I think society just made it so when we see a woman with armpit hair or a lot of arm hair, leg hair, we're like, yo, this girl needed to take care of herself.
Yeah.
And so that's what we look at, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't get my jollies off seeing a woman with all this hair on her arms and armpits and legs.
But you work with it.
But in certain... No.
You say you work with it. You say you comb through it.
I said I'll comb through it if it's in a certain area.
Said, and I quote, numb.
Numb. I ain't numbing on the armpit. That's not where I want my juices at, you know? Nah. And it's, you know, another part. But no, so it's not like I judge a girl, but like when I worked in like when there's public around me, right?
Well, you worked at the gym.
Yeah,
you probably see girls.
So there's some women that would come in like, you know, with armpit hair and whatever. It's not like, oh, you nasty bitch. I'd be like, that's different.
Yeah.
And so for me, since it was different for me, I kind of like looked at it like,
but
this
that's
bitch
the thing,
got
like,
more armpit hair than me. Cause look, I barely got any. I'm a hairy motherfucker, and I got no armpit hair. And all of a sudden, this girl got more armpit hair than me, and I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Yeah. And sometimes it would dye it and shit. So
like it makes it better.
So it's easier to look at. I'm like damn, that green little.
It's just very unfortunate though that we do see it as something that's so like weird and out of the norm. Where
I think it is.
I mean, you grow body hair. But women grow body hair, and that's what it is. Like it is what it is.
Having sideburns though.
Sideburns.
I don't want my girl having sideburns. I don't want my girl having whiskers on her chin.
It can be like groomed and taken care of, but I don't think it's fair to just be like no hair at all.
I don't want my girl looking groomed like this. Oh, right up. Line that shit up, baby.
To kind of bring it back, right, to society, and I don't know. For me, it's the expectation, and it's just me, and I think that's why there's a lot of preferences out there. Hey, if it makes you feel more empowered as a woman, do that.
For sure.
Don't be surprised if I don't want to hang out with you, like if I don't find
cuddle up because hanging out.
Yeah, no. So like, let's say I'm single, right, and you're trying to get with me.
You cannot be near me.
No, I'm not gonna holler at you if you're. And that's cool. Go #feminism. Do that. You know what I mean? Like, I got no problem with that, but just don't expect me to be okay with it. Now, talking about like society, right? And I think it's just what society does as a whole. We grew up with these principles and these expectations, right? So, for example, to flip it on the other side, if a man got no job, wants to be taken care of, and wants to just be the stay-at-home boyfriend or the stay-at-home husband.
Sounds like the life.
Right, I know, but automatically you label a piece of shit. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, leave that man. Girl, I don't know what you're doing with that piece of shit.
Yeah, my ideals are shit.
I know, but
I don't even think that's a good example, though.
No, in comparison.
I know where he's going with it. I know where he's going
because
with it.
this is something that's natural, that comes out of both of us. When you don't got a job,
what's less
like,
natural than working? I don't think like back in the day. I mean that we created this for the whole economy, socioeconomical thing. Like back in the day, if you want to throw it back to Adam and Eve, they were just chilling. So that is very natural. You fast forward a few more years, people were gatherers and pickers. That's what they did. Now we fast forward to 2018. We live in this capitalism world where you got to work your 40 hours a week or you're not going to survive. And so we've made this. So as people, we've made the society into what it is today. So I think for me, that's part of it. Like society, for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Growing up for me, women had to be... And it's always, I don't know why, but I've always even looked at it where women are supposed to be cleaner than men. Like,
but that doesn't make you dirty, like you said earlier.
No, again, the whole image for me, clean, shaven, all that is like an image of a woman.
You are a product of your environment.
Exactly. And
my question, though, really quick, though, Reina. You're for women just growing everything out.
I'm for whatever makes the person comfortable. And it's not necessarily even like, oh, I'm a feminist. No, like if... There's people that have irritation, for example, when they're shaving their armpits and they have no other choice but to grow out the hair, because if you keep shaving upon irritation, it just irritates it more. So there's other reasons for people doing these things that it just doesn't end up just being, you know, feminist or whatever.
I'm not trying to... I'll just say it. Man up at that point if you really want it. I mean, you know, if it irritates, if that's your ideal, then stick with it.
But I feel like your question, I feel like if the person is comfortable with growing out their hair, that's totally fine. If the person is comfortable with shaving and waxing and doing all these other things, that's totally fine. I just don't like the ideal behind it.
What's your preference? What do you like to do?
Shit, if I could let my leg hair grow, I'll do that. Because I like to stay warm in the winter. Randy.
I'll be like...
Randy be touching my legs. He's like, And I'm like, damn, I can't even like... Because it's not even... Winter, my hair's not even thick, so you probably wouldn't even notice.
In the winter, I'll like tolerate it because I'm like, okay, it's like winter fur, I think is what they call it.
I know all about it.
No, but
I got summer fur.
No, but so I don't know. I think I don't know. For me, and again, I'm all for people being and doing whatever makes them happy. Hey, if you want to grow your hair,
I just told you I want to grow my leg hair.
No, hold on. But I think there's a level. There's a, how do I put it? So I can't just wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? I decided I'm gonna just chill and I'm gonna quit my job and hopefully you can take care of me.
How are you gonna compare quitting a job versus letting hair grow?
I'm talking about the expectations in the relationship. If for you is
damn, is that serious though?
It is for me. Like for me,
wow.
I expect my women to be
eye-opening episode right here. Damn.
I expect the same way that you can expect from me. Like,
season 2, maybe season 3.
No, I'm saying like for me, like you can have your expectations of me. You can tell me, hey, don't leave your shoes there, don't do this, don't do that. Hey, I don't like that you're growing your beard, shave it. You can ask what you want from me, and I'm as your husband, I'm supposed to kind of
cater to it.
Yeah, exactly the same way that I would expect you. And again, not a machista, none of that. Like it just.
I just have one more question for Reina though.
Yes.
Why don't you grow out your armpit hair?
Oh, that part I don't like. It doesn't attract me. I don't find it appealing to myself. Like I think it's cool, like you said, the people that dye their armpit hair and whatever, I feel like that's cool on them, but for me personally, I wouldn't like that.
Why not?
I don't know, guys, I sweat a lot, so I just feel like the sweat would just literally accumulate in my hair, and I don't want to be like rubbing up on somebody.
So it's more of like a hygiene issue.
Yeah, I feel like in that aspect, for me, being that I sweat a lot and whatever, I don't want to deal with that, but I'm fine growing out my leg hair.
But you're fine with growing out your leg hair, which
I could even grow out a unibrow if I really wanted to.
But the sweat goes down to your legs.
No, my legs just stay warm in the winter time.
So let's talk about this. And honestly, for any of our listeners or viewers, we would love for you to join the conversation. Add it on the comments. Let us know what you think. Just to kind of, maybe keep it going.
And this is coming from a hairy motherfucker.
Yeah.
So watch the video.
No, and again, for me, it just, I don't know if it's society, and I think it is. I'm going to blame it on society. I'm going to blame everything on society. But there's a preference on things. And again, I think part of what makes people follow is the social impact, right?
Yeah.
So, for example,
if there's a movement, they'll do it.
Exactly, and there's this whole feminist movement rising up again, because it's not that it's new.
Which is great.
Exactly, it is great for the things, like equal pay and all these things. But
yeah, for sure.
Then I think like they kind of, in my opinion, and don't kill me here, people. I feel like sometimes they take it too far.
Yeah.
And for me, hold on. For me, like the whole. We're just gonna.
But I think you see things
F the man.
one-sided. You know how much it costs? Like somebody out here do it. Like, why don't you just wax it? Do you know how much a freaking wax costs?
Do you know how much a haircut cut for? I pay about $40 every time I go get a haircut.
Which I don't even know why, because it looks. I could literally do that myself.
No, you can't.
Right. No, you can't.
I'm sorry. I don't want to doubt your skill, but I don't think so. No, hold up, real quick. So, because I read a study, the average woman just on razors in her lifetime spends $10,000.
Yeah, like it's fucking expensive.
That's the average woman in her lifetime on razors. That's not including waxing, laser hair removal, things like that.
Yeah.
And for what? Just to keep up to a guy's like ideal,
No.
like I need to look good for my man. Like no,
maybe
that's dumb.
ideal. Maybe the partner she has, maybe the woman she's with.
So what I mean when I
down.
say sometimes they take it too far is, you know, even as thing as like, oh, like we gotta rebel and let's not shave because let's not do it for the man. Cool, do that. And then when you can't attract the man, then, you know, I hope you figure something else out.
I mean, if you're gonna base your attraction of a woman just on their exterior and then their body hair, then what does that say about you?
That's how it starts.
Obviously, you need to be physically attracted, but them, just because they have 2 or 3 hairs?
Not 2 or 3 hairs. I'm talking about.
That's his range of preference. He wants some attraction that he could deal with.
The same way women.
It's not our fault. Hollywood doesn't mind throwing the bitch in the scene like under the bus. They, you know, in Hollywood they're having bitches fuck lions and shit. You know what I mean? Like we all seen Beauty of the Beast. That's fucking sick. So I'm just saying, if they're willing to do that, but then they want us guys to go with the princess and shit. And that's just how society made us.
Exactly, and you look at you know, even women, you have your own expectations. There's women that won't date a guy below 5'6".
I expected you to grow a beard
in
like a year, and it took you 5, but I'm still here.
No, so here's the thing. You talk about there's women that won't date a guy that's below 5'5". You know, I need a guy that's tall. Well, I need a woman that's hairless.
I barely made the cut. I barely made the cut.
For me, yeah, I need a woman that's hairless. That's my expectation. Now, if you don't want to date no one below 5'5", that's your problem, and I'm not gonna judge you for it.
Yeah, I can't help it. Fuck.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, in general, those are my expectations, and I do think it's better, and that's what, personally, myself, I try to stay hairless, my private area, all of that, if you guys wanted to know.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm maintained.
No,
you know what I mean?
Because I think it does, in my opinion, make it more enjoyable to do everything you gotta do, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody want to be in there, like,
oh my god,
choking on hairs and shit.
Well, okay.
That sounded like a sneeze, but
anyways, sorry about that, people. Anyways, but yeah, that's
season
my take
2,
on
my
it.
friends.
Yeah,
season
2. We're getting it started. We're getting into the personal stuff.
Bitches want us to accept everything for what they are, but they can't accept us for what we are.
Yeah. And they get
That's
mad.
what I'm saying.
They get mad in a way when we make demands. You know what I mean?
And then also,
this is so typical of men. Literally, what you guys are saying is so typical.
Okay, bitch, shave your back. Oh, you don't love me for my hairy back? No, bitch. I didn't know I had to pull on your back hair when I'm hitting it. Sorry, didn't know that was in the agreement.
It's just that I think it's, you know, you turn everything, not you, but I'm talking
I just think somebody shouldn't be defined by their hair or anything else, like, except who they are as a person. Honestly, it's not even just hair. I just feel like that's what's lame. Like the fact that we have to be judged upon if we want to be comfortable in our own skin. Like that's really sad.
Us guys get judged upon all the time. When we're at the club, if we don't got the right shoes on, the right jeans, the right
nice
glasses, the car pulling up,
that's
all of
nice
a sudden this motherfucker, yo, you ain't shit. Because this taller guy, this basketball player, this celebrity is better looking.
I'll tell you honestly,
I've never been that way.
Even on some of the most superficial things, I've been turned down personally, which is, you're too much of a nice guy. I need a bad guy in my life. You know, and I've been told, like, yo, like, you're too nice.
You know what, bitch? You shave your legs too much, so fuck you too.
What?
Well, fuck you. You got hairy armpits, bitch.
What?
Just say. That's my comeback. Well, I'm just kidding. No.
I'll just make that shit. Bitch can wax her whole body. I don't care.
I think society's made it into that, and there is that image that is supposed to be the what people shoot for in all men and women. Mm-hmm. I think facial hair is very interesting. It's very, of course, what do you call it? Controversial, because of course of all the issues surrounding it. Mm-hmm. So for you guys, our listeners, the great people out there, we would love for you to join this conversation for real. So send us in some comments, let us know what you think of the topic. You know, maybe we can have a conversation on IG. You know, we all manage the IG, so jump in, say something, and any of us will answer.
If you want a shot of what my body looks like with hair, ask, and it shall be received.
We'll be providing PG-13 versions of those.
Of course, PG-13.
So to keep the episode rolling again, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think of the topic. Whatever.
Women, don't be scared to side with me. I am the only female on this podcast.
Again, there's nothing wrong if you want to grow your hair. Grow your hair.
Oh wait, you guys heard it first. There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong, but don't expect me to.
Raina, you might not have your husband in the bed though for a good month or two.
Yeah, like you know what, like why haven't we been like active? I'm like, you know what?
You know what we should talk about when you had your unibrow? Why did you stop having it though?
Honestly,
because of society?
Yeah, when I moved to the States, I never done my unibrow. I had a unibrow, people, for those of you that didn't know.
You still do, you just shave it.
Yeah, I do shave it, yeah. No, so essentially when I moved to the States, I never thought it was a problem with it. Never. Growing up, no one in DR ever told me like, oh, maybe you should shave this in between here. No. I got here and everybody was like, oh, you got a unibrow? That's crazy. That's weird.
Like,
oh my God.
They're like, poor motherfucker.
Yeah, so then the first thing, and my stepmom that worked at a salon where they did waxing and stuff, she was like, I'm going to bring you into the salon and we're going to fix this. And
fix it. See, like it's a problem.
Exactly. But again, it happened to me and I don't mind it. I'm like, yo,
but that's
you're right.
that's an example of what society does to people. You thought it was cool when you were back in DR. No one said anything. You come back here and everybody's like, let me fix it.
I can tell you I wasn't getting all these bitches in the eye though.
Why is that an issue? What?
I wasn't getting all these bitches in the eye. I don't know if it was because of the unibrow.
When were you getting bitches?
I was getting bitches. Anyways, no, so I come out here and they tell me, hey, shave it. And honestly, that's part of it. They told me I have to, everybody has 2 eyebrows, apparently, is what
apparently. He said apparently.
The way it was explained to me.
You don't have any eyebrows in the freaking logo. So.
But anyways, so they, I got it shaved. And since then, I keep it, trim it and whatever to make it stay that way.
To make it socially acceptable.
Exactly.
Oh,
so,
okay. Just checking.
And again,
Just checking.
and I do shave my hair again in my opinion, to what is necessary. You know what I mean? I do think it's needed. Personally, I appreciate a woman that does it.
Yeah. Me too.
But yeah, so the kind of
Randy and I are in agreement. Raina is
not
something else.
Raina's hashtag.
Next thing you see me on this episode, I'm gonna have a beard.
Grow your hair out. Hashtag grow your hair out. Anyways, but yeah, to keep it going, I think we're just kind of going around now. We're gonna go into the 3, 2, 1. For those of you guys that are new to the podcast, this is where each of us talk about a topic, something that was impactful for us, whether it was sad, awesome, cool, whatever the case was. So, who wants to get it started for season 2? The 3, 2, 1.
Me.
Yeah. Okay.
So my 3, 2, 1. Wait, was it this week? I mean, I don't have anything about this week, but I just keep reminiscing on when we went to Puerto Rico. It was so much fun visiting family, friends, spending time with friends, and special occasions because Sean got engaged.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Sean.
She had to put it out
people
there.
To know.
She couldn't resist. She couldn't resist.
You wanted to continue to be a sex symbol for our audience?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Jimi Hendrix in this bitch.
Yeah. Anyways, so.
Mine, actually, I'm going to piggyback on that. Went to the motherland, first time. It was beautiful. It was nice. Got engaged, like Raina said. Thank you for bringing that up. And, yeah, so, shoot. as far as life events go. So
somebody loves you as a
somebody loves me, and I love somebody.
It's confirmed now.
Yeah, like, she was doing all these things with no ring. So, apparently, no more excuses. No more excuses.
Nice. Those nice. It was a good time. Those are nice, and yeah, it was a good time out in Puerto Rico. For me, one thing that was impactful, so in the company where I worked, I'm being moved around to a new department. So I'm being moved out of the Spanish team into a new hire team to help. Yeah,
you got DeRosened.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Demoted.
No, but the thing that was really impactful about that, beyond like the corporate side of the transaction, I guess you could call it, it was the love that people showed me. I really appreciate it. Everybody like getting I don't even know how to express it, but even like last night we went out to Dave & Buster's. We shout out Dave & Buster's, and if you want to sponsor us, let us know. No, but we went out there. It was like over 20 people showed up. We had a great time. Just even walking around downtown doing this whole thing with these scooters,
making your way downtown.
And I don't know, just throughout since it was announced that I was moving, like the love just like.
People wanted to riot.
Yeah, and
boycott.
Yeah, there were a few offers to boycott and
I offered to
strike, go on strike. No, but anyways, just for real, like the love and just to see, and I guess to go into the cheesy side of it, as a manager, you hope to have an impact on people, and you hope that is a positive one. So just to kind of see people actually tell you and show you that you've had a good impact and that they are going to miss you and that they love you for everything you've done for them, which is really impactful. So
that's why we say Randy's a good guy.
Yeah, I try to be.
Can't say nothing bad about Randy. Sorry, Reno.
I try to be.
Dang, I can say a lot.
With or without hair.
So that was a 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. So what's next? So people's note, right?
So next up is the people's note. And if you're new, this is our version of the quote of the day, and tying in with our topic, which would be women with body hair. I would like to say that judging a person does not define who they are. It defines who you are.
Damn right. Defines who you are. Yeah. So to kind of guys I can't even speak now. I just got all emotional. I'm choking on my words. No, anyways, so to bring you guys into some of the stuff we've been talking about as we were off air for this little break between season 1 and 2. We got a lot of feedback from you guys on what you guys want to see, and we appreciate everybody writing us, letting us know, hey, I'm excited for season 2. Here's some suggestions, because we were asking people that were talking to us, like, what would you like to see and things like that.
Yeah.
One thing we're going to incorporate is we're going to talk on air. We're going to read comments. We're going to answer questions people may have. So that was a suggestion.
If you need advice.
We have a few, but we wanted to make sure it's like a good one. I'm probably from this episode, we're going to have a lot of good people writing in. So we look forward to those. But yeah, we'll be talking about that. We'll be doing the same style of podcast that we've done. We're just gonna switch it up on the structure, so look out for that. We're gonna talk about social issues. We're gonna talk about educational relationships, social
my
events.
great people. We're gonna make it happen.
And giveaways. This is not the only giveaway we're gonna ever hold.
So we're gonna have other giveaways, and we're gonna keep it interesting, and we're gonna try to keep everybody engaged throughout the season, not just like a big one like this one to start. This is for us, we're not making money on this yet. So it's a big giveaway. But, in the future, we expect to keep him coming and make him bigger and show that we appreciate the support. So that's what it is. So
we're going to speaking of giveaways, who's the winner?
We're going to announce who wants to do it.
Let's do a drum roll.
Yeah. So we're going to give Rena a little drum roll so that she can pick up people.
All right. So a huge congratulations to Evelyn Lou. That is Evelyn Lou. You are the winner. $100 to a gift card of your choice to Target, Nike, or Sephora.
Yes, Evelyn, congratulations.
Yo, Evelyn.
Yeah. Yeah. So
welcome to the Great People family, Evelyn.
Yeah, now
you won $100.
You're the first person to win or get anything from us.
You are the very first winner of anything on the Great People podcast. That's really special.
No, but it's exciting to do something like this. It was exciting to see the amount of responses and people that we got entering this. So for sure, we're excited about the future giveaways. But we love that Evelyn got the opportunity to win. We're gonna reach out via DM to get her information. So
thank you for listening, Evelyn, for real,
and for sharing with your friends.
Yeah, so we're just excited about this. There's a lot of fun. We're excited to give out this money. We don't even know what to do with this money is what we're trying to do.
I know what I can do with it.
well, Evelyn, I'm sorry you can only spend at one place, but choose it wisely. Okay?
Yes. Yeah. I would recommend Sephora.
If you're in another state, I believe Target does serve alcoholic beverages. So you can't buy that there.
It doesn't happen in Utah. That's not so in Utah. Sad. I think it's so sad. But anyways, so just keep it moving. And again, thank you guys for all the support, for all the love, for all the sharing, for all the tagging, everything. That went behind the giveaway. But yes, we're excited for season 2, so look out for a lot more fun. Follow us, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Leave us a rating on whatever you listen to our,
and you could be on the show as well.
Leave us a rating whatever you listen to our podcast, and we'll appreciate it. So we look forward to it. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, I'm just excited for season 2. I think we've set the tone with this episode, so you can kind of know how we're going to handle the podcast going forward.
No funny business.
Not funny
or too much funny business.
No, there's a lot of funny business gonna go on. Anyways, but thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you again next week. And we out.
Cut.